Here we go.
5, 4, 3.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it down.
Y'all know what time it is. Time to buckle up, Buttercups, because it's time for another wild ride on the episode of Backroad Banter. I'm your host, Chris Dollard, and joining me, some really great guys and friends of mine, Derek Richter and Willie Leach.
Yo, yo.
Howdy ho.
And we do have a special guest tonight.
Woo-woo.
We'll let y'all know who he is here in a little bit. Let's get the show on the road. All right, that one better.
Good job, Don. Good job.
You did great.
Cool, man. So, man, we got a special guest tonight. I'm pretty pumped. I think y'all are pumped. I know he's pretty pumped about it, dude. I think this is gonna be a fun podcast, man. Just what he's gonna tell us. So he's a former or Shiner alumni of 04, right?
04.
04. Didn't y'all win the state championship in baseball?
Twice. Yep.
Yeah.
My sophomore year and my senior year, we fought it twice. I mean, it's no big deal. You know? No big deal. I have them hanging on my fireplace. No big deal.
Hey, those are the last two times that baseball, baseball's been won. So, hey.
Yeah, man.
Something to keep your head high about. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Hell yeah.
So let me go ahead and introduce him. Mr. Marcus Lopez. What's going
What
on?
up?
What's happening?
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Long time.
it's only been like 20 years or so now.
Yeah. Probably so.
Yeah. Man, yeah. Let's quit doing math. Huh?
Yeah, for real.
Man. Yeah, well, how you been, man?
Been doing all right, man. Doing all right.
Yeah.
Living up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area now, and got my little family going on. Got a baby due in June, so that's pretty cool.
Dang, congrats.
Yeah, man.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats. What's
Old and still got it, knocking the bottom out, boys. You know what I mean?
what's the due date? What do y'all think it's gonna be?
Oh, dude, it's a day before my birthday.
Oh,
Wait, when's your
hell.
birthday?
Yeah, man, June 3rd.
Oh, dang it. Say mine's the 21st.
I was going to say, pretty close to you.
Yeah. Mine's
Yeah,
the
man.
21st.
Yeah,
Sweet. That's
Dang.
good.
Do you know a boy or girl yet?
a little girl, so I'm fucked.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm outnumbered anyway. I got two girls, so feel
Yeah,
your pain.
I got a 12-year-old boy. My wife brought my 12-year-old daughter into the relationship, and now we got the little one. So
Sweet.
it's gonna be a full house, man.
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
Heck yeah.
That's cool. That's good. Well, we usually get this show started with a little question. I think my question.
I mean, if you're down, I'm down. That's whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're all down. Well, my warm-up question is, what is y'all's favorite food to go to? Like your favorite plate when you go to a restaurant?
Oh, man.
Man.
Man, I like everything. I'm a fat boy.
I'll start
Really
with
got
it.
something.
I like to cook it myself, but I don't know. There's just something about someone else boiling crawfish for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I can sit back and crack open a beer, and my wife loves the crawfish too. She probably loves it more than me. I mean, she drags me to restaurants way more often. So
Dang.
hell, I got to take her on a date night to make up because we couldn't find a good place for her birthday this past weekend. So
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna do something this Friday.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
But
Yeah.
crawfish.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Well, they got that Franklin's right there inside Victoria.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
right
a good
when you're
one.
coming in.
It's a good one.
Yeah. that's
We
real
personally like Dockside down in Victoria though.
good. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I don't know. I like the Cajun, just the Cajun spicy.
Yeah.
They have one level hotter than that, and I like stuff really spicy. But dude, that right there, I mean, it's like they just encrust it with freaking spice.
Oh, man.
It's like caked on there. It's like, no, I'm good. No, it ain't got to be like that, man.
Man.
But yeah, then there's Southern Select in Victoria, and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
out there by the lake, there's that little restaurant there.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time. By
Yeah.
Coletto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off Coletto out there. They do crawfish as well.
Heck yeah. Man, I would say, what are they? Man, Longhorn. I don't really care for a lot of their stuff, but they have a good fillet. They got a 9-ounce fillet.
Oh,
And then they've
Longhorn
got-
Steakhouse.
Yeah, man, they've got that fillet, and then they've got a. I'm not a Brussels sprout person, but they have it's like some kind of caramelized something on there. Oh man, that fish is good. Makes me want to go now.
Make you want to eat your vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's how I eat my vegetables, full of sugar.
What you got, Marcus?
My go-to for something out and about, huh? In a restaurant,
Yeah.
man, a burger.
A burger. Oh,
Hey.
yeah. You can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
You know,
Big
can't go
nose
wrong
burger.
with a burger. It's got everything you need. And here's the thing: the greasier the better. When it's like dripping down your arm, and you're just like,
Oh, dude.
you take the burger and you sop up your arm before you eat it. That's-
What's your
There's a
what's your
place-
favorite thing to put on a burger? Like some weird stuff you don't see normally.
Is that because I'm Mexican? What the fuck is that?
Jalapenos?
No, because I had a burger the other day. It had pepper jam on it, bacon, and a fried egg, and it was
All right, check
freaking
this out.
awesome.
So there was this place in Vegas when I used to work out at Caesar's Palace in Rayos, and there's this burger they had that was a brioche bun, very basic. It was a Wagyu patty, but then on top of it had. Do y'all know what foie gras is?
No.
I don't think so.
I can't say, dude.
Foie gras. So first of all, titties. Foie gras is the fattened duck liver. So they'll force feed these ducks, and their liver gets super fat, and then they'll slice it off, and it's just, it's pure nasty, just oh my god, fat. So they put that on top of the patty. Then it was a sunny side up egg, and then there was some like gold flake. I don't know. It was like a $200 burger. One of the-
Holy shit.
I don't give. I'd have paid that and then some. I've paid hookers more than that, dude. It's been that thing, man. It was so good, dude. And here's like, if you've never had foie gras, you got to be careful because it's real fatty. So like in an hour, you're gonna shit your pants. And so I was working at that shop, and then I remember I had a bite. I was there for about 20 minutes, and then I just left. I shit my pants. I went back to the hotel. I was like,
Dude.
that's it, man.
That's how you know it's a good burger.
But best burger I ever had, and I'll tell you this right now, is Longhorn Cafe in San Antonio. There's a few locations, but the one off Blanco, that's the one I'm talking about. You got like grease dripping down your arm, and you're just licking cheese off of your body. Like, it's so good, dude.
You squeeze it and it squirts you in the eye. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you just take it. Yeah.
It's like, touche.
Man,
Just, yeah.
You just bite it. You squirt me in my eye, I'm going to bite you.
Yeah.
I say that'd probably be my same thing for me. Go to is a burger.
Man, a
Yeah.
good burger.
Yeah.
That's hard to beat.
Yeah,
America.
yeah. If you can't have a good burger, man, that restaurant needs to be closed down. I'm sorry.
Oh,
So,
man.
what would you say your favorite thing was to cook as a chef?
It wasn't about cooking, man. Cooking's just the fun part. I've worked all over the place in all kinds of cuisines. It wasn't nothing special one about the other. I really enjoyed, I used to work at this fine dining 5-diamond restaurant in San Antonio. And that was probably some of the coolest food I've ever done. So that was a lot of fun. But just like, different pieces of game, paired differently. It was very coastal Mexican, so the Oaxaca region. So we did a lot of moles. We did a lot of just a lot of different flavors that you don't normally think about. So
Yeah.
I'm about the experience, man. I've worked at so many places. It was I had an addiction to the rush, not just like cooking food was cool,
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
That's one I like to cook, but I gotta be a Facebook cook, like get the recipes off there, watching videos.
Yeah. I hear that.
I know I've seen some of your
Google.
TikTok videos, man, and God, that food looks good.
Oh man.
Oh man. Well, before we get any further into his cooking, let's go ahead and tell listeners who you are, what you're about, where you came from.
You're
What'd you
set.
do?
You're set.
How much you bench? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man. So originally from the Houston, Texas area, North Houston, not the Woodlands and Spring, a little bit between there off of Tidwell. It was a rough area.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Y'all, if y'all know where that is, man.
me and
That's
Derek lived
that was
over
back in the
there.
'80s, man. The '80s and '90s. Yeah, man. That was
1960
crash
area.
central, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've seen people
So
get hit
I
by
was
cars.
actually-
Oh, 1960.
Dude. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I lived there off of Tidwell and Fulton. And then we bumped down to the southwest side in Westbury before moving out to Shiner. And so did my 4 years in Shiner like a prison. Yeah, did my 4 years in Shiner. Had some military aspirations that didn't quite pan out, and then ended up going to culinary school out in Austin, Texas. And that was cool, man. It was a lot of fun. Learned a lot. You don't learn too much about being a cook. You learn a lot about how to cook things right, which, is good, but then you just get shitbags in the industry that suck at their job but can cook a really good steak.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that, bounced out to San Antonio, lived there for a little bit. Man, I bounced between Houston and San Antonio quite a bit, then moved up to Utah, did a little layover there in Vegas for a little bit.
Dang.
Utah, Pacific Northwest, helped out a few places, then back to Texas. So back to San Antonio, man, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, now DFW. So I got El Paso left.
Dang. So, all right, out of all
Yeah,
those
man.
big cities, what was your favorite city to live in? Because those are basically all the big
Salt
cities.
Lake
in
City,
Texas.
man. Oh, you talking about just in Texas?
Yeah, just in Texas.
San Antonio.
San Antonio?
Listen, I'm just dark enough to do really good things there, but just white enough to enjoy the white people stuff. And that really worked out well for me. I could blend into the barrio and downtown at the Pearl. So but no, man, I lived in San Antonio for a number of years, brother. It was that was my favorite city by far. I mean, that's where I fell in love with mountain biking. That's where I really fell in love with the Hispanic culture and the food and just enjoying the experience. San Antonio was cool, man. That was my favorite.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of your biking videos there for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of that going on.
Hey, there I was doing, man. Listen, I was doing real well there for a little bit, and then my buddy Jonathan pretty much was like, "Hey, why don't you come camp and do some like really stupid sketch stuff with us on bicycles?" And I'm like, "All right." So we road trip out to Pajarito, which is over there by Los Alamos in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know shit about shit. He's like, yeah, you take the lift up, you point your bike down, and you just go, just don't crash. I'm like,
Just don't crash.
solid. Fucking nailed it. Go ahead and give me a dub right now.
Did you do any mountain biking in Utah at the Moab or anything?
Man, no, dude. I wasted a lot of time in the bars, man. I was, Utah for me was that was like right at the beginning of my management career, and I was brand new 21 and just I didn't give a shit about the outdoors. Fuck the mountains. I will say when it did snow, we did go up. We would do, so my shift was 3 to midnight or whatever, but we would do we go up at like 9 a.m, do some runs on our because we're snowboarding in, go back down, cook. When you were young, you could bounce back and don't have 8-day hangovers.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I wasted a lot of time and money in bars, man, in Utah. That's probably one big regrets is I didn't do more outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, I think we all had that phase at one point in time.
Yep. Well, ours was probably mostly beer pong. 30 packs of Keystone.
I lived in Corpus when I was 21, and I didn't even like to fish. Now I love to fish. It's like, what the hell was I thinking, dude?
Yeah.
It's funny how time passes by and things change. Like, yeah, Yeah, there was a few things I was like, I never would have done this when I was 21, 22.
Oh,
now
I know.
I'm all over it.
Yeah. I know. I never thought I'd pick up mountain biking in Houston when I was living over there. I didn't know they had trails. And actually, right down the road from my apartment complex, I saw a bunch of people driving their bikes. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Figured it out. It was on Cypresswood. And found out about it. Went on I think it was Craigslist still at the time. Went on Craigslist, bought me a $50 mountain bike. And, man, I was out there every Sunday. Every Sunday. Just mountain biking until I broke it. I got brave enough. They had like a jump. It was like, man, like a, I don't know, 7-foot drop or whatever. I was like, man, I could jump this and make it. Everybody else is doing it. I landed it, but the bike didn't make it. It snapped in half.
Oh, yeah, $50.
Yeah.
Where was your favorite place? Like, where was the most fun place you mountain biked, or your favorite place that you mountain biked?
Man, so I was talking about that New Mexico trip.
Right.
And so I had been doing a lot of like cross country stuff. So that stuff you see, like he was talking about in Cypresswood, that's a lot of cross country, just riding through the woods, right?
Right.
So I had never, I mean, I was okay with small jumps, but I'm not taking like, 20 footers. That's beyond. I am 5'4", 250. This is not going in the air. Like physics ain't working. I'm not in the air. So we end up leaving from there and going to Angel Fire, New Mexico.
Okay.
And first time I had ever been like big mountain biking like that. And that was probably the most freeing and fun experience I've ever had, man. That was a whole nother level of fun. I mean, point and go, and just make sure you stay upright. It was dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What kind of mountain bike do you got or have?
So right now I have a Salsa Timberjack, and then so that's my hardtail, and then I have a Rocky Mountain Altitude Carbon. So that's my full squish. That's the full suspension.
Dang.
Man, hell yeah.
Sounds expensive. Especially that carbon one.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
I mean,
no, baby, no. You don't need to check them credit card statements.
oh man,
Hell yeah.
God dang it.
Hey, charge it and pay for it later, right?
Right. Man.
Damn.
So you said you went to culinary school. So what actually intrigued you to do that?
Real talk. So ended up the military thing didn't work out, and I needed to figure something out for school. I needed to figure something because my military thing lasted until like my 18th birthday, and so I didn't have anything lined up for college. I didn't have any applications. There ain't no FAFSA. There ain't no money. There ain't no classes. There ain't no schools. Nothing. Nathan, nada.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, shit, I've been cooking since I was like 14, right? I started out there at Werner Steakhouse, did Clazel's over in Moulton's for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I do remember you doing
And
that.
yeah. And so I was like, I like to be fat. Let's go learn how to cook.
Hell yeah. Fat makes you happy.
Everybody I ever met was like, oh, you went to culinary school. I bet you love to cook. No, bitch, I don't love to cook. I love to eat. I love to eat.
And the better stuff I can make, the more I eat.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Love to eat.
So sometimes that's a lot of work to cook. Just some small meal that you'll finish in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's funny where the decisions lead to, because I remember in school I didn't know what I was going to do. They're all over our ass. What are you going to do? You got these college days you can take and go, and they're all over you. And I'm like, I don't know. And then they had the military people coming to school.
Yeah.
Like the Marines and stuff, and they're kind of trying to recruit you in. And there was a time I thought about doing that, but God dang, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. It was either, my family was, more automotive, so that's why I kind of leaned the way I did. It was either military or automotive, and I kind of went automotive. So
You remember? Oh, I'm good. You remember our college day? I think it was you, me, and Mikey. Well, I was supposed to take them to the Willowbrook Mall. was supposed to take him to the Willowbrook Mall, and I ended up taking him to the Greenspoint Mall.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah, yeah, dude.
What are you doing?
We started walking
Do you
around.
like these guys?
We was looking mighty white in there.
Oh my god, dude!
Well, we started walking around. And I started looking at the stores and everything. I'm like, oh,
There's a lot of
shit.
dark corners in there. We're like some immature little high school white boys walking in there like, hey.
Luckily, it was only during the daytime. It wasn't at nighttime,
Yeah.
so we were
Oh
somewhat
my
safe.
god, dude!
Dude, you look up and like half the lights don't work in there, and then you getting like mean mugged a little bit. It's like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, Guns Point, isn't that what they called it?
Yeah, it's called Guns Point.
Dude, so right there in Greenspoint, there was a Wyndham hotel right off the Beltway, I think.
Yep.
That I was the restaurant chef there for a year.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that Willowbrook Mall, or not Willowbrook, Greenspoint, it's shut down now.
Oh,
God,
really?
I hope so.
They finally shut it down. Yeah.
They finally ran out of light bulbs.
Yeah. Too many people getting shot.
Boy.
Dude.
Oh, man.
I remember when we told a couple people we went there, they were like, "Are you stupid?"
I know my mom told me that. She's like, I can't believe you went over there, because my mom grew up in that area. She went to Aldine Westfield over there. She went to high
Oh
school.
shit, my mom did too.
Really?
Yeah.
What year did she
I think they
graduate?
know. I think they knew each other or something like that. I think they
you
talked
know
about
what?
this stuff.
I think they have.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because she first went to Sam Houston, but then she got hooked up with the Mexican, my dad, and then she started doing things she shouldn't be doing. Then she ended up in, I think, an Aldine or A-Leaf.
Aldine was the
I think it was
Mustangs. Yeah, Aldine was the Mustangs. It was
Yeah,
right there off
then
of
I
10.
think it was
Yeah.
Aldine. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy. I didn't know that. Yep. That's
Probably didn't hang out at Guns Point too much, huh?
well, back then it was a little different.
It was a little better.
It was country, man.
Yeah, it was
all
country.
out there. Yeah.
Dang.
It was. Because
crazy.
my grandma's house, it was probably a mile down the road from the high school. And I remember as a little kid, it used to be like nothing but, just yards, just green and, open fields. And 10 years later, it was all just, you got the flea markets going on and this and that. And I'm just like, hearing gunshots, pow, pow.
Yep.
That was just fireworks.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dang.
So,
Yeah, man. I hope y'all play this back and watch my face when you told me you took him to Greenspoint. Because
should have saw my face when I realized, I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah. We about to die.
Yeah.
I'm impressed y'all made it out alive.
Hey, thug life, dog.
Okay.
I used to work in the 5th Ward area. Homestead and
That's
16
true, yeah.
Homestead.
We just play with fire everywhere we go.
I
Yeah.
remember working one night over there. I worked at a Russian Peterbilt over there on 16 and Homestead, and it was around New Year's Eve, and it was nighttime. It was probably 10 o'clock. All I heard was pow, 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 pow. And one of the new guys, man, they're already popping fireworks in town. I said, that ain't fireworks. Close the garage
That ain't
doors, lock the
fireworks.
doors, get inside. Oh, man. Yep.
Damn. Yeah, that's a little rough.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Who was that? Oh, you were telling that guy at the rodeo the other day, that Harper,
Yeah.
that you worked in that 5th Ward area.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
He's like, he looked at you stupid. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, you still here?
I didn't have no problem down there. Hell, there was a barbecue place over there in the 5th Ward area called I think it was Triple J's Barbecue.
Triple J's,
Dude,
boy.
his shit
Triple
is
J's,
good,
the half
man.
brisket plate. Mm-mm.
His full loaded baked potato with the brisket, sliced sausage. I think there was something else, and I'd always get like a link of boudin. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that shit was so good.
Man, I'm getting hungry again.
Yep. I remember I was the
That's
only
good.
when I first went there. I walked in. I was the only white boy in there. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't care though.
Probably how you knew it was good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
they might cook white boy over there,
Might be why it was somewhat good.
No, other than that owner over there was really cool, man. He could tell on my face like, man, you ain't gotta worry about anything. They ain't gonna jack with you. I was like,
Yeah.
I really ain't worried. I figured nobody's gonna start anything in a barbecue joint. I mean, that's like a unwritten law. You don't do that.
Yeah, he just wants food. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
He wants to be a fat boy.
So
Damn.
Oh, y'all keep talking about this fat boy, man. Y'all real fat boys? Or y'all just like y'all like to say you fat boys?
250.
250?
You're 250.
I'm 250 now.
You're
260.
Or you
Look
got,
at that fat kid.
or you got that right there, boy.
Damn.
God damn.
Hey, you got the was that say PH?
No, I wish it did.
PH fat.
Hell yeah.
What did y'all always say in a football practice? What was that name for the O line?
They holler fat boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fat Boys. Yeah,
Fat Boy is
Fat
pretty,
boys?
Yeah.
pretty hot and tempting.
Yeah, that's right.
PHAT.
Yep.
I remember Brady saying that all the time. Strauss.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember before the games, like all the fat boys would run out and they'd be hollering fat
And
boys.
fat boys?
Fat boy would turn to stretch.
God
Yeah, that was fun.
So,
We need to have a alumni game.
Oh, God,
man.
Okay.
Right.
Bunch of us out there with fucking strained groins and shit.
Dude,
Knees going to
We
shit
4
instantly.
minutes into the game, the whole team, the whole fucking side of no, hell no. All of us.
we're going to have a 95 alternates on the back burner.
There's no running in this game. Y'all walk.
Yeah.
We will power walk.
Power walk.
And I remember someone talked about, like, Flatonia was trying to, like, get us to put an alumni team together. This is probably 10, 12, maybe more years ago.
Oh, man.
And even then, I was like, hell no. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't missing work with a bum knee or some shit trying to play that crap again. It's been 5, 6, 7 years at that time, probably,
Boy.
since I last played. Like, hell
Dude,
no.
I couldn't even play drunk kickball the other day without pulling my hammy.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my God.
How the hell did we play basketball till like a year or two ago?
Man, I don't know.
I don't
well,
either.
I will say I did pull it because I got off. They poured soap all over this plastic liner, like to run to the base. So the whole time you're trying to run, you're like almost
Oh,
busting
yeah.
your ass. And that's actually how I didn't even pull it kicking. And I freaking,
Oh, yeah. If you
I was-
slip wrong or
yeah, I tried to catch myself and my leg went like this, and then I fell on
Mm-hmm.
my back right in the damn pool because they had pools for the bases. We were doing flips into
You're
the
too
pools.
old for that, man.
Dude, man,
You're
that-
too old.
I've never pulled my shit right there. That hurt. Hurt for a while. My recovery time's pretty
Dollar
slow.
hitting the gong.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on
Hey,
kid
what-
duty right now.
What did he say he wanted last episode?
No, I didn't say that.
He didn't say he wanted to go. He
That
said-
was AI said that.
Derek and I are sipping on we opened this bottle of Blanton's. Finally.
Oh yeah.
just
Is
the
it
bottle
pretty
looks
smooth?
freaking
Yeah.
cool.
You know what? Yeah, let me have a little sip of that. If you don't mind.
I'll hook you up.
Appreciate it.
That bottle looks wild.
We'd pour you one too, Marcus, if you were here.
Oh man, I've been sober for 6 months now.
Oh,
Really?
Oh yeah, man.
Good job, dude.
Yeah, man.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong
That
with
was
that.
good.
We got a tea sip. We don't get too crazy.
Yeah, dude. The only time I drink is probably over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Dollar silver, bad habits,
Oh,
bad influence.
oh, I didn't say I was stopping. I was just saying I've been sober. Yeah. I've been trying to support my wife, and she's been pregnant, so I gotta, I'm afraid that she's pregnant,
Yeah, I hear that.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're having too much fun, they're pissed off when they're pregnant.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me and Derek took
Man.
advantage of that when Katie was pregnant. When we went to Shredder Hall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was that the night I was there?
Yeah, you were there too. It
Oh,
was both
God.
nights actually.
Oh yeah. Oh
Tell me the
yeah.
one where y'all made me take a picture with every band member.
Yes. We made a sign for Willie that said "Employee of the Month" for his brother-in-law's shop. And he put it in a placard or whatever, and he went to every single band member. Of
We made him take pictures of the
Pegasus on the-
Pegasus on the rooftops.
Yeah.
Yeah, Went to every single band member.
That was good.
And I think the lead singer, he actually at the end, he says, "Dude, was it the lead singer? That was one of the
I
band.
think he was the last one.
Yeah,
we got a picture
he
with.
looked at it. He
Yeah.
says, "Dude, I don't think anybody's ever done this to us before. This is badass."
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, that was funny as hell. They all looked at it like, oh, okay, well, whatever. I still got all those pictures. I got
I
every
do,
single
too.
single band
man.
member and Willie holding his little employee of the month placard.
It makes me sad thinking about how Schrader's closed down again.
I know,
Yeah,
man.
I
We
know.
just
man.
started kind of going there too. Like,
Yep. It is still kind of far away, but
Yeah, it is a little bit of a drive.
I can kind of see why people didn't go as much as they probably wanted to. Yeah.
But man, they had that little VIP section. They had their own bar. Like you
Yeah.
could order brisket, all kind of food before the concert. Man, it was good.
They actually did have pretty good food.
Yeah,
They
I
did.
thought
They
it was
did.
real good. Man, they had
Yeah.
that. I would get that jalapeno cream corn or whatever the hell that was. Yeah, I think I'd get brisket, sausage, the jalapeno cream corn, and something else every time, dude.
Yeah.
It was good.
They had decent pizza too.
Really?
We
Yeah,
ordered
they
those
did.
pizzas. Yeah.
Yeah, he did have pizza over there. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I remember leaving there. I think that was the first time I did my Trump impression.
Oh yeah. I got video. We got video of that too.
Apparently, I do a Trump impression if I got really messed up. Was that Willie's wedding or your wedding? That was Willie's wedding.
That was Willie's. You did that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't see this.
No,
I was
in the
busy
corner.
talking to too many people.
We were talking about a closet or something, and I was acting like it was a border or some shit like that. I don't know what I was. Oh, I remember my mom seeing that video, and she was like, "What the hell is this?" I was like, when the hell did you start doing that? Well, drinking does a lot of things, though.
Makes you want to forget a few things
Yeah.
or not remember it at all.
Oh man, dude, that was pretty fun though. I wish I like the setup they had. It was nice.
Well, they have that Freiburg Hall.
Oh,
up there between. I guess that's about the same difference if you went north.
Yeah.
It's between like Lagrange, Flatonia, and Schulenburg, kind of out in the middle of that diamond or that triangle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere out there. I haven't gone there yet, but they have someone decent every once in a while. I know they had Aaron Watson here not too long ago, but
Yeah.
but it's kind of far and few in between, kind of stretched out.
Yeah.
But
Well, I bet Dallas got some nice concerts, huh?
oh yeah,
Man, I ain't been anywhere. So
Yeah.
I moved up here about a year ago, and for the first little while, my wife was working still in Austin. So there for a little while, it was me and the kids, man,
Yeah.
just trying to survive. Oh yeah,
gotcha.
oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Doing real life stuff. God dang.
Maybe Dallas is far, bro. Like I live north of Fort Worth, and it's still, man, like Dallas is Dallas far away. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
oh yeah, man, it's like a couple hours.
So
Yeah,
okay, do you live towards like Denton? How far is Denton from you?
about 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So like when I'm just north of 820 out here in Fort Worth.
Okay,
Dang,
got
okay.
you. I drive through there every once in a while. My stepson goes to North Texas.
Oh no, yeah.
He's been up there a few years now. Yeah, he's
Okay.
actually going to graduate in December.
God dang.
Yeah, he's 21.
Boy, way smarter than me.
We had him on the show.
He was a guest on this show, on this podcast. Back. He was down during Christmas, so we got him on.
Yeah, he started talking and we all went tilt like, damn, he's way too smart.
Yeah.
Talking about engineering shit.
What are you doing talking with us?
Yeah.
It's going to hurt your rep, dog.
Brain started swelling up a little bit.
Hey, maybe it helped. He did get that internship with Peterbilt. So.
Yeah. Dollar might have hooked him up. He
Yeah.
was a Peterbilt man over there. And and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Was that Rush? Didn't you work at Rush?
Yeah, I worked at
Oh,
Rush Peterbilt.
that was
Yeah.
Peterbilt. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
looked at like Lexus too, didn't you?
Yeah, I worked for Lexus over there off of 1960 when I first graduated from a UTI. Went over there.
Oh, I didn't
about
realize
that.
that was off of 1960.
Yeah, 1960 and 45.
Huh.
Yeah, they worked at Lexus, then at Infinity, Sewell Infinity, right across from it.
Oh, okay.
So, yep.
Dude, like I said earlier, 1960, that road would be
Oh,
packed when we leave
man.
school, man. Like, we were doing, dollar changed, but we were doing like a, 2 to 8:15 class, I think.
Yeah,
Oh my God. And you would drive through there, like on the highway, we'd go 45, and 1960 would, I think, cross underneath it, right?
yeah.
Oh, we'd be driving back home, and that road would just be solid back to back, and you see people riding across on bikes, like getting smoked by cars. And
Oh yeah.
God, dude.
Oh, yeah. There ain't nobody stopping for nobody either.
Yeah.
Shit, I lived off
Failed
of
frogger, boy.
Yeah, I lived off of 1960 in Kirkendall when I when we left over there.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
You are too white to be in these areas, bro. Like, what are you doing?
And nobody messed with me. That community was cool
because
as hell.
the only white people in those neighborhoods are hard white boys. Ain't nobody. They mistook you for man.
When I got out of my car every day after work, I always had me a big ass 2-inch wrench in my hand.
Yeah.
I carried it with me. And one of the older guys over there, black dude, he's like, "What the hell are you carrying that big ass wrench for?" I said, "I work on cars." "What cars?" I said, "I work at Lexus." "God damn, they got shit that big you need a wrench for?" I said, "No, I keep it just in case somebody wants to act stupid around me."
They all got pistols, dollars walking around with the wrenches.
Yeah.
Bash your radiator in.
Damn.
But no, I never had any problems living over there, man. It was pretty cool. Learned a lot.
Well, I know there's some road rage in Houston, though. Golly. Remember
I
when
get road rage just driving through Houston.
I remember going to remember that monster truck show they had at, I think it was at Reliant that time.
Yeah.
And I remember like gassing and cutting over in front of this dude. This dude laid on the horn. He like stopped in the middle of the highway and laid and was just flipping me off. I think, were you riding with me?
Yeah, it was a bunch of us.
Oh my God, dude, he was flipping me off. He was so pissed. He's like hanging out the window screaming. I was like, dude, he had a badass day at work. I didn't even cut him off. Like he was going real slow and I gassed it and I cut in front of him and he wasn't happy. He got over it though, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember I was
still tells that story to his friends when he's drinking around the table like this.
Yeah, that piece of shit, that motherfucker, that little black truck.
I think I remember right before I left Houston, they had an incident on 45. I think it was around 45 in 1960. Some woman got shot during traffic.
God damn.
I remember that because she cut some dude off and the dude pulled up to her.
Yep.
Shot him.
I've heard that a lot of that's been going on in Houston lately.
Oh, yeah.
Like recently, like I don't know any specific events. I've just had people telling me that all the time. I'm like, guess I don't want to go to Houston.
Yeah, I'm not cutting nobody off.
Yeah.
Well, it's simple. Just take it. Like, be the girl. Just take it.
Yeah.
If they want to cut you off, man, let it. You know what, fella? You got places to be. You cut me off. Go ahead, man. I ain't mad at nobody.
Yeah, I ain't pulling no
keep your
gun
head
on
down.
nobody.
Keep your foot down on the pedal. Hell yeah. Do anything you can do just to stay away from catching a bullet, man.
Yep.
Because I tell her, so out of all the cities, I would much rather drive in Houston than any of these other places.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because Houston, you got 9 ways to get to one place. It's going to take you an hour.
Yep.
But at least you know that. At least you know that living in Houston, right?
yeah, it's allocated.
But in Austin, it took me 2 hours from Georgetown to the airport. In San Antonio, it was an hour to go on the other side of town. Like it was, as long as you know that's what it is. But Houston, man, Houston traffic, shit. Keep your head down. You know what? Cut me off, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. I got 3 or 4 loops I can choose from and get somewhere where I need to go now.
Hell yeah.
I know. I was working in Kima. I was living in 1488 and 45, and I was driving to Kima every day. The trip there in the morning was easy. It was like 45 minutes to 55 minutes if I was hauling ass. Now the trip back from work to the house,
Oh boy.
it took probably about 2.5 hours because of traffic.
God.
It's like,
Man.
dude, like if I go, like to say, I like to go to Galveston. My wife likes. I don't even go through Houston anymore, dude.
Yeah.
I avoid that damn place.
When you get so used to a small town, like
Yeah,
it takes me 10 minutes to get to town. Like I'm good, Like you get so used to that.
I take 111 down to 35 and cut through Brazoria, Lake Jackson, and then that's how I get to Galveston. I avoid Houston. Dude.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, we spent a little time up there.
Yeah, y'all definitely know a lot more about that place than I do.
Yeah, they're probably glad we moved the hell away. We used to race. What was that? What was that? Grand Parkway or whatever? Went through the Woodlands.
Grand Parkway.
Yep.
Just open it up. Yeah, boy.
My little V6 boy. We'd exit off the highway and go there and punch it on like stop sign to stop sign.
Yeah, I think it was 2978 or something. I forgot what that road that led to
Yeah, I can't
1488. It was something like that.
We freaking tore that area up over there.
You just drive like dubs all the time.
Yeah.
Gas the shit out of it and slam on your brakes.
Yeah, because it was stop sign. He would take off and then stop sign.
Gas
take
it,
off.
slam. Gas it, slam.
Yeah. That's a pretty nice area too.
He used to drive like that all the time, dude.
Getting that 2 miles
Put it
a
in like
gallon.
second or first, so it'd be a little louder.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Freaking dope.
Oh shit!
Well, so you're a chef. So how long does that take to become a chef? Is it like you got programs, like to get to it?
Like what's a chef? You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I've always seen it. At the end of the day, we're all cooks. You always got something to learn. You can always improve on something just because you have some sort of responsibility. Does that make you a better cook than the other or whatever it is? No, it just makes you a better manager. So,
Yeah.
From a chef standpoint, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's just like I've always been just a cook. I've been a follower of the craft, studier of the craft. So,
Yeah.
but it doesn't take much. It just takes you 10,000 hours, dude. You got to keep going, keep doing, and everything that comes with that. So, I would say before you even get a chance at some sort of management or leadership position, then you got to cut your teeth. You got to show them that you can hang with the ticket times, that you can follow the recipes, that you don't talk, you don't same stuff in every other job. You don't talk back. You don't act a fool. You don't fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
That was my other question is, how hard is it in the food industry as the restaurants and everything? So I did work at Papacitos for a little bit, and you had to grind to get your money.
Well, and you kind of the same aspect of that question, like what is that concept? What is hard? It's all bias, right? So you're saying that Papacitos, you got to grind. If you find something that you really enjoy, anything you do, even if it's cooking or whatever it is that you enjoy about that job, it's going to be, it's going to be a lot easier to do than it is the same job at another place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can grill a steak only a handful of ways. It's the same shit, no matter if you go from Outback to Chili's to whatever to, whatever top-notch steakhouse in the city, right?
Yeah.
It's all the same shit. It's on a grill.
Dude, the business part of it kind of always interested me. Like, I watched that Bar Rescue.
Yeah.
Man, that always
Yeah.
interested me. Like, cause he's so like trying to break it down. Like when they mix the drinks and they're putting the what the hell? It's like a weighted deal. It tells them how much they're pouring. Like if they're over pouring, like really breaking it down.
A little 2-ounce, 4-ounce cup thing they got.
Yeah, little flipper.
Like they can tell by how many drinks they sold and the weight that's in that bottle because it was measured before and after that night. They can tell whether you over poured or not. And I mean they're dissecting every drink and like it's just interesting to see like money. You know what I mean? Like they're really trying to make money. And then not only was it the alcohol side though, it was the food side. We got to get the ticket times down. You're seeing they're showing them processes of easy ways, but it's still a really good quality food.
Yeah.
But easy,
Right.
fast. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I don't know why that's always interested me. Like that, I thought that was neat. Just the business side of it, But I always thought that was neat.
Have you ever thought about like doing your own place? Your own restaurant?
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you fucking do that to me. No.
You don't have to answer that.
Dude.
You don't have to answer that.
Shit. Everybody, I get the same question from everybody. Do you want to open your own? You want to own a food truck? Like, no, dude, I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool, man.
I worked from everything in resorts and hotels down to mom and pops that are scraping by, and the amount of headache and heartache that I see going to business, I know I don't have it in me to survive that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It takes a
So
lot.
I'd much rather bring whatever skills I can to help you. But at the end of the day, I'm not playing with my money.
Dude,
I
know what. How much were they asking for Emiliano's over here? Yoko?
1.7.
Oh, it was
No,
over $1
it
million.
was over two, wasn't
I
it?
think
Wasn't it
1.2 or something like
I
that.
thought it was like 2.5.
Yeah, so maybe it is now.
Dude, in Yoakum, like, holy
And it's
shit.
sold. I don't know if y'all heard.
It did so?
I found out it's sold. I don't know for how much exactly, but it was listed because my wife looked it up. It was listed at $2.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say it was listed.
And I'm
for
sitting
over a
there
year.
like, you can't tell me there's any restaurant in this area worth $2.5 million, dude.
Holy hell.
I mean, I don't know all the logistics of like what this costs, what that costs, But man, that place
Well,
wasn't that
and-
damn
and-
big.
No.
It's not when you got stuff like that. It's not just that big. Like, what did they buy along with it? Because you're still talking about a sale. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
is it land and mineral rights? Is it something that restaurant's sitting on that could be a moneymaker in the future?
Yeah.
Is it coming with all of the equipment? Is it coming with all of the other
Yes.
tables, the chairs, all
Yeah.
this stuff?
It came with everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Turnkey
you got, I
operation.
mean,
Even
Yeah.
the
yeah.
recipes. Even the recipes. for
yeah,
the meal.
then definitely. Even if it was two, like that's understandable. You're buying an entire history, not just a franchise or another restaurant. So,
But they do pretty well. I mean, that place stays
Yeah, they're
loaded.
always busy.
do
Yeah. That was one thing I read though, as far as like investing and buying a business, that a restaurant was one of the worst investments.
Yeah, I mean,
Huh.
Is what they were claiming.
hard,
Now, who
hard
they
to
is, I
make
don't
it,
know.
man. Like, how many make it?
Man, I don't know.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
you
things
have
I
those-
see. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a lot of the things you see that make it. I think cleanliness, nice, like seems like the nicer business. Like look at Buc-ee's. At all the gas stations, everybody's gonna swing into Buc-ee's. It's gonna be
Yeah.
swarming. You can't get to a damn gas pump. Like but
Service.
everybody keeps going there, and there's a lot of people that don't want to deal with all the people, and they still go there anyway. But
Yeah.
For the beaver nuggets.
yeah, and I feel like it's that with like restaurants too. I mean, if you look at the nicer restaurants, like take Victoria, look how many places there are to eat there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you just got those same your roadhouses, but the ones that start kind of getting, they start getting a bad rap. They start tanking.
Yeah, they
bad.
do. Quick.
It don't take long.
Service, man. Like, service is a big
Yeah.
one, too. I know it is.
Can't make money if you
Like,
ain't.
Emiliano's was family run. So you think
Yeah.
about that, like, that kind of, that really, it greatly contributed to its success.
They also grew it too, because I mean they almost doubled the size of the restaurant.
Oh, yeah,
They
went
bought
the
that
other
area
side.
next to it.
yeah.
Yeah, they kind of grew it. So I think they might come out looking smelling like a rose on that one. But
Yeah.
if it already sold, I guess they already did. But I just saw that it was listed the other day. Been listed for over a year.
Yeah,
that's
I heard it
crazy.
sold, but actually, man, my dad told me that. They were talking about it, with Bedeker's over there, and said it sold, and he didn't know how much or anything. So I don't know if it actually went for what asking price or somebody worked out a deal with them. No clue.
Yeah. There's a couple of guys in town that started like a barbecue trailer, like
Yeah.
Starry and then that Mickish boy. He got a nice trailer too. They both got really nice setups, but seem like they're doing pretty good when they take them out.
What's theirs called?
Which one?
What's their barbecue called? They got like a name? Is
So
it
that
business?
Justin Mickish and his wife is Full Throttle barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Starry's is Starry Barbecue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
Matthew
they each
Starr.
got their own. They're not.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, no, they-
I got you.
Justin. So, I was wondering because Justin had a truck. He had like a old '80s model C10 square body, and he sold it and then supposedly took that money and put it down on that trailer. Bought that big food trailer. So that's
thing.
pretty cool. Made something nice out of it.
Is that something you do a lot? You barbecue?
Hell no. I'm old, bro. Listen,
You ain't got a pellet grill?
no. So that's how old I am, man. I got to the pellet grill. That motherfucker,
That's the way to do it.
boy, man. And I got the Bluetooth probe. I just stick that. Oh, hell yeah! And my phone will wake me up. I'm like, oh, go feed me more pellets. Hell, I'll be right there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
That old adult easy bake.
Let me tell you, man. Well, I was talking about this with a friend of mine about how we were, when I was in the industry. So I did quite a number of years in restaurants, hotels, things like that. But then I did a very considerable amount of my career in K-12 child nutrition. So trying to improve school nutrition programs.
Oh, cool.
And somebody. Now I'm not even in culinary anymore at all. I bailed. I'm done. So right now I'm an HR manager. Don't even ask. Like, it's a long story. There's twists and turns and shit, and nobody really understands. But they were asking, since you don't really cook professionally, do you like to go home and like throw down? And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I love the simplicity of cooking. I love the knowledge that I have. But at the end of the day, I'm slap chopping some shit.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a knife to anything. I used to enjoy like making my own butter and doing all of this, like making my own flour, grinding all that shit and like being a part of that process. And now I'm just like, fuck, can I just buy it? Or like, what does that look like?
Yeah.
And, I don't think it has anything to do with like losing, passion for what I do. It's just, simplicity is taken over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
But
Time.
no, so I used to be down with like the old school low roll smoke, right? Like in my 20s, maybe my early 30s. But now, dude, pellet grill all day.
That's for
I don't have
sure.
time to be waiting for that thing to smoke out, dude.
Yeah, the things are nice.
Hell yeah. That's all I use is the pellet grill, man. I love that sucker.
Well, I can just turn it on, go inside, get my stuff ready,
Yeah.
and I come back out,
Yeah,
bam,
man.
it's ready. Like,
Yeah,
perfect.
I just did a pork butt on there the other day. Turned out pretty damn good. Enjoyed it. Still sitting in the fridge. Froze it a few bags of it.
Yeah. I've been threatening to do that, and I still haven't done it. I will say, I haven't had very much success with like a brisket on there, though.
You haven't?
Really?
And I mean, I ain't really studied a good way to do it on that pellet smoker, but like I feel like my big pit, I've got one that's the flame is way low compared to where the
Yeah.
meat sits or whatever, and it's real good for like chicken, brisket, stuff like that. But I feel like that one does so good, and I haven't found a way to make it taste, the same. But man, like chicken and certain things, there's certain things on that pellet smoker that is so good.
Yeah.
It's hard to replicate.
Yeah. So
yeah.
you said K through 12. So you were actually teaching, or no, you weren't teaching, but you were helping the school's nutritional program.
Yeah, man. So, so the Hilton, the hotel that was there in Greenspoint they turned into a Hilton. That's when I was there. That Wyndham got turned into a Hilton, which I was their restaurant chef. My F&B director from there left, called me a couple months later, said, "Hey, what do you know about chicken nuggets?" I'm like, "Love them." And he was like,
Wait, which ones? The Dino ones?
Dino
bro,
nuggets?
Dino, I got Dino nuggets in the freezer right now, bro. Hell yeah. Some little mac and cheese on the side.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "What do you know about chicken nuggets?" I'm like, "Whatever, man." He goes, "I'll pay you this much and you get nights and weekends off." I was like, "Shit, sign me up, bro. Whatever. Send me wherever you want." So I was living in San Antonio and ended up so I left that Houston market, moved to the San Antonio area because I was told I was going to take over the executive chef duties for a district in like that weird area between San Marcos and San Antonio.
Yeah.
Ended up in Uvalde. So Uvalde, yeah.
Wow.
I can,
Just a little out of the way.
You just took a left turn on that one.
so they wanted to put me in Uvalde because they thought I could speak Spanish fluently.
Dang.
Oh, hell.
One of the most professionally racist things I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, "No, I don't." They're like, "Well, you need to learn." I was like, "I'm not learning shit." And so ended up going down there, and man, that was probably, so like when I was telling you I was working in San Antonio at that one restaurant, like that was the most fun I had with food. Working in Uvalde, I think I worked there for, man, like 6-7 years, I think. Like,
Dang.
that was where I learned to love food. Like that was, I was teaching kids stuff. I ended up teaching high school classes for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Cool, man.
Yeah, so I got two of the kids that graduated. They're still in the industry, so they're killing it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. So, and then, very unfortunate, the tragedy that happened over there in Robb, the elementary out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
When I was out there, the principal of that school and I got together, and that was the first school I launched like a lot of the programs I was doing. We were doing like recipe contests. And so if you got picked, like I got to cook with you got to cook with me, and then we got to cook for your class. And it was just a cool thing to get kids involved and love food and the right kind of food, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, man, went from there and then got into operations over in Houston, then bumped up to Austin for a little bit doing the same thing. So it's been I've been kind of all over the map for that.
So
Cool.
you think teaching those kids how to cook, was that like one of your best feelings in the world, or one of the top ones, to know that you taught a kid that and he's still in the industry?
I mean, it's dope. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. But, like, do I go and see him and, like, critique his food? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I love that kid, but trash. No. You know, it's one of those things I don't get hung up on, because I think over the course of my career, I can't tell you how many I've trained, but the ones I do, like, I still keep in touch with, that I have created those relationships with, like, the community, you get sucked into the community so fast to where, like, you boys have been real tight, that I always known you guys to be real tight, but, like, you wouldn't even hang out with those boys anymore, because you have your cooking community.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with anything other than you're working in automotive, you're probably off at 5. At 5, I'm starting my dinner rush, right?
Yeah.
And so my days off aren't your days off, and so on and so forth. So you just grow apart in life, right?
Right.
So the culinary community it not just does it suck you in, but then you are a product of it. So one of the things that I always used to tell them, I would give the same speech every semester, and I wasn't even teaching at some point. It was just, hey, come tell these kids about life. And it was like, y'all got to understand, man, like, everybody wants to be a chef. I think I sent this to y'all in the text. Everybody wants to be a chef till it's time to put on a jacket.
Yeah.
And what I meant by that is everybody thinks they're a damn good cook, and, oh, let me open my own restaurant because I make the most bomb biscuits. Like, so does your mama.
Yeah.
So does everybody else's grandma.
Yep.
You just
So
got
does
her
my
recipe.
aunt's cat. Yeah. Like, good for you. But can you give up every weekend? Can you give up every night? Can you give up every anniversary? Can you give up every birthday?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think for 10 years, my family and I didn't actually celebrate Christmas on Christmas because I didn't know when I'd be off.
Dang.
You know what I mean? So it was one of those, like, I just tell them every year, man, it's you are a product of the decisions you make. If you let it eat you up, you'll have every type of ism once you get out of this industry.
Yeah.
Alcoholism, narcotics, everything under the sun, man.
So if you're gonna be a chef, you're gonna get hooked on some shit.
You're not going to
Hey,
go to
man, I'll
Miami.
be the first.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to tell you, man, I had a problem with cocaine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real talk. You know, that is part of the industry.
Yeah.
And is it funny? Yeah, a little bit, because just is.
Probably keeps
But I
you
mean,
going
that's
though, huh?
just
Like,
Yeah, except
listen, man. I was awesome. I was fucking Gordon Ramsay in my mind. In real life, I'm dragging 30 tickets and I'm eating on a churro in the corner. You know.
yeah.
So, you know.
dang.
Gives you a little
But
false high.
Yeah.
All the time, man, all the time. But it was that was part of the culture, you know. Hey, come do a little bit of this in the background before we go jump into Mother's Day service, where we're gonna get our ass kicked for 9 hours.
Oh man.
It's just
dude.
And so you get to a point where you do what you got to do during shift, and then after shift you party your ass off, and then you get up in 2 hours and you do it all over again.
Dang.
Dang,
boy.
man.
Yeah.
That sounds rough.
Yeah. I know. It sounds like some old food shit right there.
No, seriously. I was thinking,
Dude,
I was
yeah,
thinking the same
I
thing.
was thinking that schedule. I was like, I work a rotating schedule, so I know what it's like missing holidays and shit. Sometimes
Yeah,
multiple
man.
years in a row.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang. So, if any of our listeners, what would be like the number one advice you'd give to them when they're starting off culinary school?
Don't do it.
Man, I didn't want to say that because I already convinced like at least 2 people that I know of to not go to culinary school because I thought they'd be shit. And so I don't want to say like, don't do it.
So you're basically saying,
Right.
tell them like, all right, go to your best friends or somebody you don't know, cook a plate from, and tell them to critique it. so you can get a real opinion?
No, because your skills don't matter.
Yeah.
Your skills truly do not matter when you're in the kitchen because I got a place for you no matter what. Oh, you suck at the grill? I bet you're dope on sauté. So fry or cook, whatever, prep anyway. So the skills don't matter. They translate pretty much as you go on in your career. The person themselves is the one you got to focus on, right? So if this is somebody that you know shows up on time, that will follow directions, that will not complain when you're on on hour 12 of an 8-hour shift, or not complain when you schedule them 10 days, 11 days in a row without a break. You know, that's the kind of person that's going to be successful in the kitchen.
Dang.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, not going to crack under pressure.
Those people are getting harder to find, I imagine, too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a small community, so it's all like nomadic. Like eventually you're going to meet up 6 degrees of separation from somebody knew that you worked with 10 years ago.
Yeah.
God dang.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. Man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It is funny because when I worked at Papacitos and they're on was it Rankin Road in 45? Yeah.
How did you not get shot?
We could do a whole segment of places dollars being he lived.
The one place I did,
dude, you had legit hood cred. Like you are all right.
No, because I never
estimated who you were.
I never went to Acre Homes. All right, I knew better not to go to Acre Homes. Acre Homes. I did go to MLK Drive though. They had a car show down there one time. I did.
They had a lot of car shows down that way.
Yeah, they call Dollard El Gato. He
El Gato.
He got 9 lives. Oh man, that's a street name.
But actually, when I was working at Papacitos over there, my trainer or whatever, she was actually from Shiner, and damn it, I can't remember her name now. Oh, that's gonna bug the hell out of me. I think she was older than you. She's in Shiner now. Whatever. Anyways, it was just fun. It was funny I knew who she was, and
what the fuck was that?
Brain fart. Anyways, I knew who she was, and I was kind of jacking with her. I said, yeah, your name is this, and that, and you graduated from Shiner. She looked at me. She's like, how the hell do you know? I said, Facebook. Why are you creeping on my Facebook? And I said, no, I'm just kidding. My mom's, so-and-so. She cuts hair in Shiner, and I'm from Shiner myself. And, it just, like what he said, it's a small community.
She's going to hear this podcast and be like, you asshole. You did not remember my name.
Yeah. Creeped on my Facebook. Yeah. You don't remember my name.
Creeping don't help him. He forget.
Oh, man. That was like 10 years ago when I had a good memory. Oh, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dang. So, being in the food industry and everything, do you see some, like, how do you put it? Not illegal stuff, but stuff that makes you cringe? Like
are we talking like waiting
or sanitary, or is that what you're going with?
I've seen
that movie, the
Waiting.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. You got any stories like that?
Yeah, no, man. I gotta say, like all that we would do, like the amount of sexual harassment that is in the food industry is unbelievable.
Getting ready.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, it's the wind finally showed up. That cold front.
Okay.
Yeah. Having a Wizard of Oz moment.
It's about time. It's cold over here, man.
Yeah, Dollar's closing the door over there.
Dang, that was whipping.
Dude, I know, just that, like that.
Yeah.
Whip it real good.
Huh, probably gonna
all right.
What were we talking about?
No, like
waiting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. It didn't, like, no matter how bad it got, like, I couldn't bring myself to do it. Now, I also didn't allow others to do it in my presence. Did they do it behind my back? I don't know. But I was saying, like, the sexual harassment levels in the restaurant industry are skyrocket. Like, they're ridiculous. Now, this is when I was in, and I was usually the one doing that. Like, me and my butt. So I would work. You work with this crew that becomes your family. Like, you become like tighter than brothers. And so I had these 3 guys that I kind of hung out with when I was there in San Antonio, and we would jack with each other. I mean, mid-service catch a nut tap, or like, you bend down to get something out of your low boy, and he runs his nuts down your back or whatever. It's like
Sack pop.
whatever. Just can you get off me so I can finish my plate? And so, like, I will say with that Waiting, like that movie Waiting, a lot of the interactions they have, the brotherhood that you see in the kitchen, how everybody was kind of supportive there on the floor, but they still had like their little catty moments. Like, that's the true ebb and flow of the kitchen, right? And so I've never seen anybody do anything dumb, because then I would usually have to fire them. But I have caught individuals trying to do some dumb things and fired them right then and there. So yeah, I've seen them try, but nothing that I know of ever went out like that. I can't do it, man. I can't.
That's just
It's like, what was that other movie, Road Trip, where he says, I didn't order powdered sugar on my French toast.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. To this day, I will not order French toast at a diner, man. To this day.
There's another movie.
I think of Super Troopers. Don't spit in that cop's burger.
Oh yeah. There's this
Oh.
documentary movie I saw. It's called Fast Food Nation. It's kind of like a documentary. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And like same thing, them kids back there spitting in his burger, especially when he told them he was like the man at like high level management. They spit in his burger and everything else. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man,
He pulls a patty.
That movie
like
was
spit to
messed
you?
up in many other ways, but I'm just bringing up that one scene from the fast food joint.
Yeah.
So with RFK Jr. being head of the FDA, what do you think that's going to do anything with the food industry? I know he was talking about, what is it, banning red dye here in the U.S.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. He was,
Yeah, I mean, I know there was other stuff in there too.
In a perfect world, would a lot of this stuff take place pretty soon? Yeah, but it's not, man. I mean, one thing, I've dealt with prices of food for pretty much my entire life of, professionally purchasing, whatever it may be. And regardless of what he puts in place, he could put something in place tomorrow. How long is it going to be until we actually see a result of that, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about having to reverse genealogy at this point. You're having to reverse a ton of legislative dollars and lobbyist dollars that have gone to decisions being made prior to him coming in.
Yeah.
So 6 years, 7 years maybe, if he lasts that long.
Yeah,
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Because not only does he have to reverse it, right? So if there's a precedent, then he's got to reverse it and then move on through the process, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. And then, because he was talking about this on one of his podcasts, I'm sorry, I can't remember. But then on the other side, if he puts it in action, you then have to allow companies X amount of time and then make it feasible for business for them to turn that around. You see the same thing right now with the electric push in the vehicle industry, right?
Yeah.
You can say that by this time, but like, when are we actually going to see that?
Yeah, and then the pushback you get along the way, that kind of slows you down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no telling.
Oh man. It's just it's good though. We got somebody in there like that. You ever seen that dude do pull-ups and bench press?
Oh, it's crazy, man.
That dude's
It's
freaking
crazy.
swole for his age, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were saying,
I heard a little bit of him on the Joe Rogan, and then a couple of his podcasts, and a lot of it just surrounding. I don't get too deep into like the fringe stuff that he get. Like in Joe Rogan, he was talking about how like the Wi-Fi radiation, and I was like, all right, bro. Like, at some point, I gotta make something for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but what he's saying about food is, I mean, 100% correct. You're seeing genetically modified food for the purpose of profit rather than health.
Yeah.
You know, and it's difficult for me to even at this point understand that if I do change my diet drastically, now if I change it from a processed, fast food style diet and I go to just a natural food diet, probably gonna lose a few pounds, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But your overall health, how much is that going to decrease? If you go to more organic items, how much is it going to do? How much will your health improve? Excuse me, I said that incorrectly. It all goes back. He's not saying anything that we haven't heard before. Eat raw food, eat all your vegetables, eat all your fruits, drink your water, and holy shit, get some sleep.
Yeah,
You just might be healthy. You know what I mean? Like we've been hearing this our entire lives, and yet we still don't get enough sleep, still don't get all the food that we should. We do fast food burgers and foie gras and delicious.
It's too easy to hit that drive-through.
Yeah.
That crawfish boil.
And us growing up, we didn't have options, right? Like, well, even we'll call it, Shiner, Yokum, Mario, however you're, when you were in high school or school and you remember getting fast food. Like, I remember that as not often. Like, it was because we were traveling or, we got a wild hair and went to Victoria and like had a celebration or whatever it may be.
Yep.
But now dining out has become such part of the culture norm to where we've lost the value of family at home together, right? We've lost a lot of those principles of having a meal together and being interested in each other rather than focused on the phones in front of us.
Yeah, and cooking a meal together.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
That's
I think that's a lost art right there that a lot of people don't pick up anymore.
Yeah.
Like my mom, she's actually teaching Madison, has been teaching her how to cook bread, from scratch, cookies, and a bunch of other stuff. Like every time Madison goes over to my mom and dad, she's in the kitchen cooking with my mom.
That's one thing I'll say. Just like what you're talking about. My grandma, she turned 80, passed away the next month, last March, and she was one that taught me how to make homemade bread, sausage rolls, like kolache. You know what I mean? Like a lot of that Czechoslovakian style.
Yeah.
I mean, all kind of stuff. But you're kind of like laughed at when you're learning that in your 20s or whatever. And they're like, dude, you're a guy. You know what I mean? What are you doing? They're like almost kind of making fun of you. And it's like, yeah, but now look, she's passed on as of last year, right? I still carry that. Yeah. I carried it on another, not only 2 generations. You know what I mean, from her. So I mean, it's
that's that. I was gonna say that's how I even got started in all of this. Yeah. Right. So the whole you call yourself fat kids, fat boys, whatever it is, but it doesn't start until you start appreciating that food. And so the whole thing about me and my family, I would sit and watch my grandmother make mashed potatoes, and she'd make fucking 10 pounds of mashed potatoes at a time. They were so good, man, so good. Mm-hmm. But we're like, kids would fight over the beater for like cake batter.
Yeah.
Like, I will shank you for the mashed potato one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is going to go down. I'm going to get both. Like, that was my introduction into like food and what it means like as a creative art. So it was, I'll always remember that.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah. That just homemade food, going to work now, and I'll go for like 7 days, and you're just kind of living out of the gas station, especially like working nights. I mean, where are you going to go? Yeah. You know what I mean? Unless you take something with you. Yeah, and then there's nights I forget. I don't take anything with me. I forget, or I didn't cook something that day before I went in, Yeah. And then so when you get off, it's like, oh, man, something home cooked is like the shit. You know what I mean? Just
Oh, yeah.
Hits a lot different.
I'm kind of lucky there. We've actually got a kitchen in our control room right there.
Oh,
I'm a little lucky right there, I gotta admit.
Man,
so I'll take stuff with me and cook sometimes.
Yeah, we're out in the middle of nowhere. Like we got a porta shitter.
You're more in the middle of nowhere over there than I am.
Yeah. We're like in the middle of a 10,000-acre ranch.
My plan could be a home base to what y'all are doing.
Yeah. Well, now you know where to go.
Yeah. We'll go to Willie's, get some food, come back.
Yeah.
He's only like, probably 8-10 minutes down the road from me. If I was at our gate.
Yeah, where you told me you were normally at. Yeah. Probably so.
Not too far. Dude, we got like a damn hurricane going on over here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Boys loud.
Yeah.
You can hear it. It's loud.
yeah, you can hear it too.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
Dang. Well,
You can feel it getting cooler.
yeah. Well, you got anything you want to bring up, talk about?
You know, and I kind of brought this up with y'all a little bit, but it's ever since, we started talking about me coming on and sharing some of the things I've done with, my culinary career and things. It's been thinking about RFK and what that means to bring to the country. And I think one thing I think isn't talked about enough, and I know it's a term of endearment, fat boys, fat kids, things like that, but the addiction that we have to food.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I've battled a number of addictions over my lifetime, just to be real and honest, not just drugs, alcohol, porn, all kinds of things, and things that I've wasted a lot of time and money. We talked about when I was living in Salt Lake City. I bet I could have bought a house with the amount of money I spent in bars when I was there. And it's, so when getting into food and RFK and all of that, as that comes together, I can't stress enough that this is still a capitalist country and people are going to do whatever we want to do. RFK could come in and change the entire landscape. He could bring out all these new directives, but we still made moonshine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to what's your addiction? What do you yearn for at the end of the day? Is it a burger? Is it sushi? Is it some piece of fish, a steak, whatever it may be? But where's that addiction going to lie? And so I came to faith a couple of years ago, and I know speaking and hearing me speak now, it's a little rough. I'm still learning a lot of trying to hold my tongue and things and my profanity. But what I've learned through that whole process up to right now is we can be mad all we want at the GMOs and all of the modified organisms and everything else. But at the end of the day, if we're not treating our body like a temple, who we mad at?
Yep.
You're right.
If you don't make that conscious decision, and here's the thing, man, I was a professional chef for a number of years. I was north of 300. Like, my doctor was like, bro, if you don't do something, like, you're going to die. I'm like, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. You're dumb. And then it did. It came down to a decision, and I ended up getting a gastric sleeve. Dropped almost 100 pounds, feeling good. But now I'm seeing myself creep back up because of my lack of exercise, because I've been allowing myself a diet that is full of those processed foods. And so I guess what I'm trying to say with this whole segment is, regardless of the way our country moves forward in the food landscape, still treat your bodies like temples. If you're worried about that extra 5 pounds, look at what you're doing. If you're worried about that liver disease, look at what you're drinking. If you're worried about some cancers, look at what you're smoking. Take accountability for yourselves before trying to push that out on others based on the environment as a whole.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
That's what I'll say, man. I go to food every time. Like, I can eat
Every
I'm
time,
like,
man.
You know what? I've been kind of cutting the sugar out a little bit, and like I think having a hobby too. Something to like me going to my shop up and down under cars doing stuff. I feel like I'll actually get sore. Like when I started working this other job, I was so used to. You're in the truck a lot. I mean, you ride over here 35 minutes this way, go do something for 5 minutes, get back in the truck. I mean, you're just sitting down all day. So it's been an adjustment now to, I feel like really having a hobby, something else that can keep you kind of busy, keep you moving around, up, down, using your hands. Like, I mean, I feel like that helps a lot. Like, the more I get back into the shop, I didn't realize how much it actually kept me moving,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, for me, it's hiking, camping.
Yeah.
If I let myself get too out of shape, man, I can't hike them trails at Big Bend and
Start huffing and puffing a little bit.
Montana and the other places I love to go. It's just,
You're gonna be able to outrun those mountain lions.
Yeah. Them old Ric Flairs in the
Ric
woods.
Flair,
I never heard the Ric Flairs. That was Klecker. He told me about it all kind of, he looked kind of nervous when he was telling me about the story. I don't think he was for real. Like, he really thought Bigfoot was about to come get his ass out in the woods. We were hunting that time.
Stay away from there. Shit on that.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's going back on the list for the draw hunts next year.
I'm going to skip that trip.
Yeah, I think we're going to skip that one.
Oh, dang.
Well, we didn't see anything either, so,
Yeah.
It ain't really the Ric Flairs.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. Well,
How long do we run so far?
we're at about an hour and 30 right now.
Dang, that's about our normal time.
About an hour and 30. So, I don't know. You want to wrap it up?
That's fine. What you think, Marcus?
Like a hefty bag.
Well,
Constructor, or what's that? What's the
yeah, it's
heavy
hefty.
duty bag?
Yeah.
No, like the construction bag. What the hell? Like a contractor bag.
Contractor,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Strap it up
Yeah.
tight and
Little tote bag.
Well,
heavy duty, baby.
well, I really enjoyed this podcast, man. I knew it was going to be a good one. Good intel on a lot of stuff, insight on the food industry
Absolutely.
and how to do all that stuff. And even this last bit part, I wish we could have talked about that a little bit more, man. If you want to do another podcast, we're down for it. I'm down for it at least.
Always.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're,
man.
You're
Yeah,
enter-
man.
It's entertaining. You've always been entertaining dude, since
Yeah.
high school.
For sure.
I've never had
Always
no
had
moment
fun,
around
dude.
you, man. I think the only time I've ever seen Marcus mad is during a football game because
Oh, yeah.
he got kicked in the nuts or something. I don't know.
Might have got mad at me in practice a few times.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
No, man, I appreciate it, man. It was a great time. Thanks for having me. And yeah, I'm down for another. Let's keep it going. and
Was this your first
talk about
one?
Some of that other stuff
Your first podcast?
with y'all. It's always weird the first time,
Yeah. We like keep it a little creepy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've done podcasts before?
Yeah, so I'm part of a ministry that deals a lot with men's purity, and so they had a podcast running for a little while, and I was a commentator talking about a lot of the racial issues and the black, brown, what we're all seeing nowadays. Got another one coming up to share my faith journey, where that came from, with another chef buddy of mine. So
Cool.
yeah, a couple times
What's the name of that podcast?
with
The one,
both of them.
Yeah, the one that you said you're going to be on with your faith journey.
Yeah, the upcoming.
Dad Bods.
Dad bods.
His name is Josh. Yeah, Josh Langford.
Dude, I think I've seen that on Spotify before. I think it ran.
It might be
cool. I'm going to check that out then. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, well,
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, man. We sure appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, thanks for having me, brother. It's been a long time. We got
I know,
Been too
right?
long.
We'll shorten that time up a little bit.
Good to have you on.
yeah.
man.
Wait another 20 years.
Yeah, man.
Well, if I
real
don't
good.
start eating better, I might not see me in 20 years.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, real good to have you on, dude.
yeah, man.
Hey, great seeing y'all again, man. Appreciate it. Love y'all, and
Hell yeah,
we'll
dude.
see y'all next time.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, man. Thanks
Sir,
for
man.
Yep.
coming out.
Yep. Later.
Later.
All right. Well, I think that was pretty good, y'all. I enjoyed that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Yeah, let him kind of talk about what he knows. He's the food man, so.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So, well, thank y'all for listening to another Backroad Banter podcast. This is episode 16 right
16.
here.
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
And
Yep.
we are close to 1,000 listens.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Had to call them piggies.
Yep. Oh, man. So, yeah, make sure y'all catch us out on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And like I said, I'm still on Twitter, messing around. But
Some old TikTok clips.
yeah, hey, TikTok. Yeah, we're back on
It's
TikTok
back.
now.
Yeah.
Yep, so we'll be back on that again.
I've been scarce on it myself, but yeah, it is back. I went on there and looked up some comments Dollar told me about.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they were from Marcus.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Well, hope y'all enjoyed this show, and hopefully we'll catch y'all next time.
See y'all later.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for riding backwards with us, y'all.
Later.